Okay, section 3.1 is about averages. We've got a few to go through. The first, and actually the most important, is called the arithmetic mean. So for this, we add up all the numbers and then you divide by however many numbers there were. So for example, suppose these are ages: 14, 18, 19, 22, 28, 26. The order doesn't matter. So first of all, you just add them together, and then there's 6 numbers, so divide by 6, and you get a 21.167 would be the average age. So in this class, please use 3 decimals. If you just set your calculator under mode, you set your calculator to 3 decimals and just leave it there, that would be great. Here's some notation, and I hand wrote this because I prefer to write out the math symbols by hand. So the first one is called sigma, and that in math we use that for sum or adding things up. And then x would be the individual scores, so like the individual ages. N is the sample size. In that last example there were 6 ages, so n would equal 6. And then the average we found, that's not the average for everybody, that's just the average for 6 people, so that's called the mean, and the symbol is x with a bar over it. And then finally, if you went out to the whole population and you found the average, that is going to be mu. So that curly M there, it's not just my handwriting, that's how it's supposed to be, is called mu. And all of these symbols we'll use throughout the whole semester. The most important would be right now the X bar, the N, and the mu. Next up is the median. So median, like when you're driving down a highway, median's right in the middle. Same thing here, it's the middle number. But you do need to put them in order from the smallest to the biggest. So with these numbers right here, find the median, and I need to put them in order first. And if there's repeats, don't forget to put those also, the 2 3s, for example. And then you find the middle number. So the number 4 is in the middle because there's 4 numbers to the left of it and 4 numbers to the right of it. So 4 is the median. Then we need to do another example, because with this there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. So this time the median is going to land between 2 numbers. But the first thing to do is put them in order. So if you look, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, and so right here is the middle of the list. Uh-oh, sorry, I pushed the wrong button. Right there in the middle of the list. So if you take a 4 and a 5, add them together and divide by 2, that is a 4.5. The median is 4.5. Next up, the mode. So that would be the number that shows up the most. So for example, if you look on Amazon and there's a whole bunch of really good reviews and you click on that and say, why are all these people saying it's good? Well, you're looking at what's showing up the most. So with this simple example, so you don't have to put in order, just scan the list. There's a 3, another 3, another 3, another 3. So the 3s show up 4 times. The 8's a couple times, the 9 a couple times, but the 3s are the winner. So the mode is 3. Now it could be that there's a tie. So for example, now I have 1, 2, 3 9s, and I have 1, 2, 3 3s. And so you then say there's modes. The 3 and the 9 showed up the most. Next, the mid-range is very easy to find. You just take the smallest and largest number and add them together and divide by 2. So with that example from number 4, the largest is a 3. Excuse me, I said that the wrong way. The smallest is a 3, the largest is a 9. So you add those together, divide by 2, that gives you 12 divided by 2 is 6. There's the mid-range. Now, on to one that takes just a little more work. So suppose that you look at these grades on a calculus test. So in the A's, 6 people. Here's the B's, 8 people. Here's the C's, etc. But you don't know the individual scores. So how do you find the mean? So first thing you do is find the class mark. So in other words, in these scores between 50 and 59, you average those. So add them together and divide by 2, and that's the class mark. So I did that, and I put them over here in this column. So basically you're saying, here's these people that got A's. I don't know if they got a 90, a 97, so what I'm going to do is just use the average and just say all 6 of those people got 95. So then if you multiply the 6 times 95, that tells you how many points were earned by the people that got A's. So next, multiply those frequencies and the marks. So here, I just multiplied straight across, 570, multiply these two, etc. So that's how many points were earned by each group, the A's, the B's, the C's, D's, etc. Now what we need to do is add up all these points and add up all the people, which are the frequencies. And then you'll take the total number of points. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. So add the frequencies, add the last column, which is the total points, and then you just divide those two, and the mean is 78.71. All right, have a great day.